Yeah, you might forget. Try to keep beers off the table just in case it spills or something, but good. FYI.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Holy shit.
Comedy.
Holy motherfucking shit. Here we are at the Yeah Dude podcast. Thank you for stopping by and listening. It's the podcast where I'm figuring out how to do a podcast, and I like to showcase some of the funniest comedians in Connecticut here at the Yeah Dudios. Today, we have Chad Lennon and Ray Kosker, everybody.
Yo.
Oh, yeah. It's good shit.
Oh, shit, it's 420, bro.
Is it 420?
It is 420.
Did you bring, who brought a joint?
I brought the pen.
Did you?
I charged it on
nice.
the way here. Oh, it might be in the car still.
You're going to have to go get that. We need weed for this podcast, man. We need absolute weed.
I gotta go get shit, brother. It's right here.
It's fucking, it's Christmas. It's Christmas time. How do you guys feel about Christmas?
I like Christmas.
Are you a Christmas guy? Are you in the Christmas spirit right now?
I am, yeah.
Really?
Full of the Christmas spirit.
What do you do? Are you baking cookies or doing anything Christmas-like?
Yeah, cookies. Getting into the eggnog. You know that stuff?
Oh, you're getting into it? Like you're like a connoisseur of eggnog?
Yeah. Like David Tell says, elf cum, you know? Just
No, I mean, I do enjoy a Jaeger eggnog beverage.
Really?
Have you not?
It sounds awful.
Well, fuck you guys then. What did you put in? What do you put in your eggnog?
I don't put booze in it. I put the Christmas spirit in it, you know?
You cum in it?
Yeah.
Add a little bit more nog to it, you know? Get a tiny bit more nog.
Yeah, I'm a nog man.
Are you a fucking Christmas guy, Chad?
I don't care enough to, I'm not like, let's get a fucking sweater on and go do all the jolly shit. Actually, I did shopping yesterday and got nothing almost. I got 2 things and I have to do the rest of it tomorrow, so.
I know. Dude, that's the main reason I hate Christmas. Christmas sucks because I'm broke.
Yeah.
And people buy me gifts, and I do not have gifts to give them back half the time. It's like, fuck.
My gift to you is the look on my face when you give me something.
It's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah, I guess. So I thought about not buying that. I hate Christmas. I really do. I fucking despise it. I don't like being told when it's time to be festive. I want to decide when it's time to be festive.
Fucking mark
That's
your
true.
calendar.
I had to go out and buy my neighbor a gift basket yesterday. It's first thing in the morning. I was getting my truck ready, and he came out and he starts yelling at me to move my work truck.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of blocking his driveway. It wasn't blocking his driveway, but I was like, fuck you.
So you told him to fuck off, and now you're getting him a Christmas gift?
I felt bad for yelling at him. So I moved my truck and I went and got him a gift basket. And I was like, I'm sorry.
Should have put it right in the way.
Would you
put it where your truck was?
What did you put in the gift basket?
I just got him a pre-made one, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A bunch of cards that say
It's the
fuck
thought that
asshole.
counts. You didn't put any thought into that, you piece of shit.
Yeah, well, I thought that I was a piece of shit for yelling at the old man for, you know, I was like, it's a public street, Howard.
You don't smoke, do you?
I do.
Oh.
But I won't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just be the fucking podcast of us sitting here like, I'm so stoned, bruh.
Yeah, I fucking have been carrying around the pen, and it's been, people are like, yo, you've been asking me, yo, you got the pen, can I hit it? And it's been just a dead pod. So, of course, I get a pod going up to Boston, which didn't fucking come to fruition. That's a whole other story. But I got a pod going up there, smoked it twice, and the battery died. I was like, oh, great, dude.
That's why I do dislike the pens and stuff like that. I like the weed. I like a good old fashioned joint.
It's just so convenient, though.
I know
Yeah,
it's too convenient. My problem with joints though, because like I roll spliffs with tobacco in it, so it's like I like weed, but I don't smoke a lot. But when I do smoke, I like smoking, so I end up smoking the whole joint and just getting too high. And then it makes me not like weed because I'm like, I can't smoke weed because I always get too high because I don't know how to stop like smoking
circle. It goes from like, oh man, I'd like to be high right now, and then it's like you're scared that you're and then you're not high anymore. You're like, man, getting high is pretty cool.
Yeah,
we should do that again.
It is a vicious cycle. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know about you guys, but like I hate being sober. I do. Reality is so fucking difficult sober. I don't know how people raw dog life like that, dude.
I don't hate being sober. I actually would rather, I actually usually kick myself in the ass, just like you're saying. If I get high and we're like outside chilling, or it's like a social environment, and I get a little bit too stoned, I just clam up, and I'm like, "Fuck, man!" For an hour, I'm just in my head, like, "Fuck, man, shouldn't have done that." And by the time I'm like talking again, somebody's rolling another blunt. So
I remember once I was on a comedy show and I got really baked beforehand, and like people were talking during my set, but like people always talk during your set, like it happens, you know.
Yeah.
But like in my head, I was like, "Oh, they're making fun of me behind my back." Like I was like,
behind my back, right in front of me.
Like, how are they gonna make fun of me while I'm on stage right now? It's so fucked up.
So wait, you do spliffs usually?
I'm a spliff guy.
What do you do? What do you have tobacco, or you unroll cigarettes, or?
Yeah, usually either I have a pack of American Spirit or I just dump an American Spirit into it.
You see what fucking Ian Carr does? He'll take a cigarette and rip the tip of it off, literally like a quarter inch.
Yeah.
Cigarette. So he'll I'll be like, "Yo, let me bum a cig," and he'll like pop his pack open, and there's just like 30 little tiny half thing. I'm like,
I don't know why he does it that way. Like, why don't you just use one cigarette gets you like 3 or 4 joints?
You know
what I mean?
Seems like a lot of work.
No
Sometimes.
work, man. It's part of the process. It's like the zen of rolling a joint. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I think I like rolling joints, because it's like you're sitting down to do it. It's not just like, oh, it's in my pocket and I don't want to be not high right now. So like you're like, oh, now you set it up. Maybe you light some candles. Maybe you put on a good movie.
Yeah.
Like some fucking Pornhub or something like that, and smoke weed and jerk off for 6 hours.
You know, Ian, he'll ask for a cigarette and he'll rip the tip off immediately and start rolling a spliff. It's like, I have a joint in my pocket. We could have just smoked that. And then I would have given you a cigarette after. But hey, man, different strokes.
Hey, different strokes for different folks, man. What are you doing? Do you like Christmas, Joe? Are you a Christmas guy?
No, not really.
Did you say that already?
Yeah, you already asked me.
Oh.
Yeah. Should we have smoked that fucking pen, fellas?
I know. I feel like we're in stoned energy right now, or just like, but it's fine. We're just chilling. You do anything cool for Christmas?
We go out and eat Chinese food.
Oh,
do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
we get
sweet.
Into that. We pretend we're Jewish, and we do that on Christmas Eve.
Do you actually pretend you're Jewish?
No, we tip. Christmas used to be awesome, but like we used to go over to my uncle's house. He'd have like a really cool party and everything, but like, they're all dead. So,
oh, they died now.
Wanted a brand new guitar for Christmas.
Nice,
So nice.
You want an expensive one too.
Yeah. My wife wouldn't go for the Stratocaster, but
Oh,
I think
do you play? So you instrument yourself? You're an instrumentalist.
It's awful.
Oh, you're not good, but you want to learn.
I fuck around, but if you.
What are you teaching yourself? Like, do you teach yourself guitar, just like YouTube videos and shit like that?
Well, I've been playing since I was like 13, but
and you still suck.
Yeah. I've been about the same. Like, I just played like the same song over and over again that I know.
Yeah.
What is it?
I get it though. You don't want to work too hard at anything. You know what I mean?
My favorite, the intro to One by Metallica. I just do that one over and over again. That one's
Yeah.
No, I know the whole part.
Yeah.
When he's like, play that part.
I need to get. I do need to get a guitar in here. I want to get an acoustic guitar and like teach myself some guitar stuff.
Dude, YouTube, that's how I did it.
What's that? You teach yourself? Yeah.
Look a couple YouTube videos, figure out what the chords are, and then watch a band. Like if you want to learn a song, watch a band play it live, where there's like a good camera that shows you how the player is actually playing it.
Oh.
You'll learn the song with different chords, the way that they actually play it.
All you really need to know is like 3 chords, and you can play pretty much every song.
Yeah. I think it was either fucking Keith Richards or whoever, Angus Young, whoever the guy from AC/DC is. He said you need 3 chords, 2 fingers, and 1 asshole to write a song.
You see the video when Keith Richards he's playing guitar with Chuck Berry.
Yeah, and
Chuck Berry's like showing him how to like do different shit, and he's like, "Yeah, I stole it all from you, motherfucker. I know how to."
Yeah. There's an interview where they ask him, like, they're like, "Was it difficult playing with Chuck Berry? Like, was that a difficult thing?" And he said, like, he's talking about, he's like, "Oh, he's one of my heroes. We had a great time. Like, we always want to be perfect, so we're trying to do that." He goes, "Plus, I'm used to difficult. I play with Mick Jagger, so I know it.
Why is Mick Jagger's like sucks to play with?
No, he's probably just. I mean, he's in the Rolling Stones.
Oh, so he's just like God on walking on water.
Mick Jagger is. This pissed me off. I guess he said once in like an interview or something when Aerosmith came out that he thought Steven Tyler was just copying Mick Jagger. Steven Tyler is a phenomenal singer. He hits all these crazy harmonies, and he's a really good vocalist. He knows how to put two notes and make a chord out of a vocal track. And Mick Jagger just goes up there and fucking half-asses it and moves his hips around. It sounds good, but he is not nearly as good of a singer as Steven Tyler at all. Not even close.
He fucking.
They both look about the same. Though.
They do look about the same.
I think like melting candles.
And then neither of them have. What's so crazy is like neither of them have really any rhythm at all. They're so white as far as like the way they move. Like Mick Jagger moves are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to dance like Mick Jagger.
Fucking rap songs about it.
Yeah, some idiot wrote a song about it.
I know some
stupid moves.
Yeah, this dumbass moves. I mean, I guess if you do something bad enough, well enough, then someone will write a song. Maybe someone will write a song about us doing this podcast. The worst podcast I've ever listened to. Dun, 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 and I got to poo.
Yeah,
like
dude.
That could be a hit, dude.
Good.
That could be a hit. Do you guys think? All right, so you do the Elf on the Shelf?
No.
We do.
Oh, yeah.
You do the Elf
all
on the
that
Shelf.
shit, yeah.
You-
I don't do it.
Do you have twins? I think I've asked you this before. No, I've asked you that before.
No, I have two boys.
Oh, I was
Two
gonna say-
boys. How old are they?
10 and 13.
Perfect.
10 and
Yeah,
13.
the 10-year-old still believes in like all that bullshit, and the 13-year-old he's like doing the Elf on the Shelf.
Setting it up and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
so
Okay.
we got to take a year off, and if the 10-year-old still believes in Santa next year, I'm just gonna
be
Break
done
the
with
news.
it. My buddy does Elf on the Shelf with his kids. I guess they make boy elves and women elves, and
White elves and black elves?
And his
do.
13-year-old helps set it up. And what he does is he always sets up the elves fucking.
yeah, that's why I'm not allowed to do it anymore.
Oh yeah. That
On the
makes-
69th day of Christmas.
True love gave to me another fucking bird.
That's actually how the dildo joke that I have.
You got a dildo joke?
How the black dildos are cheaper than the white ones.
Oh yeah.
That comes from the Elf on the Shelf. My wife asked me one time. She was like, "Oh, what elf should we get?" She's wondering.
You're like the cheap one.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, well,
she asked if she would. My kids are they're half Mexican, so she's like, should we get the brown elf or should we get the white one? I'm like, I don't fucking know which one's cheaper.
Can we just paint one to look like it's mixed?
She goes, the brown one's cheaper. I'm like, well, we named him Cinnamon, so
oh, so you have Cinnamon the elf in your house? Yeah. Just one elf?
the little brown elf. Yeah, he's not. Yeah,
That would make sense if the elf is like Mexican, because I guarantee Santa's hiring some minorities. Like,
Oh, definitely.
Got to be getting some of those hires out there. They're hopping over the North Pole border,
Yeah.
getting that cheap elf shit.
Dude, did you guys believe in Santa as a kid?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Up until like probably 2 weeks.
you?
How did you yeah. How did you find out?
Yeah, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
It didn't ruin my life. I'm worried about that with my younger one. That it's just gonna
Because he's really
destroy
yeah.
it.
No, I don't. It definitely didn't ruin my life. I just basically like I was playing hide and seek with a babysitter and like went up to the attic to hide and I like saw all these toys and I was like, sick toys I'm getting. And then the next day Santa was written on the box and I was like, wait a second, Santa dropped these shit off last week. And so
I wonder if there's some kid out there whose life was just completely destroyed when they found out, like Jeffrey Dahmer, it all comes back.
Finds out about Santa the next week. He's
no,
like,
Santa's
I'm gonna kill a
not
jogger
real.
and fuck his dead body. Ah.
I bet you. Do you remember when you fucking realized that Santa wasn't real?
I don't remember how old I was. I think my mom was just like, yeah, Santa's real in spirit. Like he's not. She's like, we're buying you gifts. I think they broke it to me like that. They're like,
Yeah, they're just like, we're done fucking keeping you on this leash. I don't know. I feel like it's weird though. I don't know. I have some friends that have kids and like they don't
Talk
like
to
they no they don't talk to them at all. No, they like just they don't do like they broke the like all the kids at school believe in Santa, but they just like broke it to their kid like like they just told them straightforward like, hey, it's not real. But I don't know if like just like they're like, oh, they need to know the truth. But I'm like, I think kids need to be able to fucking pretend that there's a magical Santa Claus too.
I think that's what I did for a while.
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of pretended, just went through the motions, just because I'm like, well, if I stop believing
Oh right, yeah. You
the
feel like
gifts
your
might get
parents
shut
can't
off.
find out that
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
know that Santa's not real,
Somebody-
right?
I don't like that piece of shit getting the credit for my hard work, though. So that's why all the good gifts I would get them. All like the shitty ones. That Santa gifts,
like,
you
oh,
know,
yeah.
You're
Thanks,
like
Santa.
Santa. Oh, that's a good fucking.
fucking deadbeat.
That's a way to go around it,
Thanks,
dude.
Santa, not the guy climbing towers. Fucking.
That's how you get your kids to naturally stop believing in Santa. Just give all Santa's gifts are shit.
Oh damn, he's not paying attention, dude. You don't
Santa
want to
only
say
gets
that.
me socks and underwear. What the fuck?
What do you think is the right age to fucking start?
I don't know.
Start hitting on kids. I mean, what's the right age to tell them that Santa's not real? You think? Because I've heard people like, oh, like 7. I'm like, that's a little young.
That's a little young,
I think you get
dude.
to like, I think like 9 is like the
like
last
11,
year.
12.
Yeah,
you know.
9, 10 years old.
If they're still full into Santa by then, you gotta
Yeah.
get them on the short bus.
But it's tough
Yeah.
if they're full into
Yeah, for
Santa.
sure.
Once you tell them Santa, they're like, so then you're like, yep, Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, Jesus, all fake. Yeah, you know what? I don't remember. I think it could have probably was like Louis C.K. Big Comic made a point that I always thought of was kind of crazy, that when you have kids and you're doing the Santa thing, there's other kids in school that will tell your kid, like, Santa's not real. And then your kid comes home and they're like, hey,
Right.
oh no, it was Joe Rogan. That's what it was. He did it in a special. And like the way he talks about it, he's like, my kid comes home and is looking at me, starts looking up the chimney, like scoping out the chimney. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And it's like, hey, you know how you say that Santa is big fat guy? And you're like, uh-huh. It's like, how'd you get down that chimney? It's like, oh, fuck. And you make something up. It's like, but they do that a million times a night. And he's like, fuck, dude, they found out. Little piece of shit kids coming in.
Yep. No, I think that's how most kids find out. And it's like, if you're a kid too and you find out Santa's not real and you know it, like, you're just so ready to like tell everyone. You're like, oh, because it's like the biggest secret as a kid. You're like, I'm gonna fucking tell everyone now that I know.
And it's a fucking good way to make, like, you're stupid. You thought Santa was real? Like,
It makes you see I'm cool. I'm an adult now because I know the secret of fucking life is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Santa's not real, but pussy is. Let's go.
Pussy
Yeah.
is real, dude. Pussy's the realest. That's where I get my Christmas joy from. Every time.
Pussy's the realest. Pussy is matter of fact. That is definitely.
Oh, dude, I love it. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It is the best place to come.
But you can't ask for pussy for Christmas.
Huh?
You can't write Santa and be like, hey, man, can I just get pussy 10 times on my list?
You can write Santa whatever you want, dude. That'd be great to like see like a 10-year-old kid like give the parents the Christmas list and he's like, what the. Why does my 10-year-old want a blowjob for Christmas?
It looks like Diddy's dossier, just 1,000 miles of fucking.
Dude, speaking of Diddy, I was listening to an old Tupac song that came out in 1998. So it was like after Tupac had died, but it was one of the, like the post-released shit. And it's a song about like a tribute to the dead people, like dead rappers and stuff. And he's like talking to Biggie in that song. And Biggie said, shit won't stop, no Diddy. Now, I get it. Like, he's probably saying, no, did he? Is probably what the lyric is. But still, it's just like one of those like weird little, like maybe fucking Tupac is some type of futuristic being and he knew. Or that's why both Biggie and Tupac died because they knew Diddy was Diddy.
Because they were the first ones to call no homo, no Diddy.
Yeah,
like, I don't fucking play with that.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, did Tupac just say no Diddy back in 1998?
I like that he changed his name from Puff Daddy to Diddy, which is really close to Diddle. You know?
Yeah. No, he said himself. I mean, I don't even know the extent. Like, do you guys know like the extent of what he did?
Oh, a lot of bad shit. I know that. I didn't look at the whole thing.
I haven't looked into it. Have you looked into it?
I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck
We were
about
talking
shit.
about Kevin Spacey the other night, and it's the same thing with Kevin Spacey as with Diddy. When guys start coming out and be like, yeah, he was being weird towards me, like sexually advancing me and like assaulting me. It's like, all right, well, why are two guys going to come forward and say that? They don't want to tell people that. This isn't a money grab. I mean, it could be, but- Which is fucked up because...
Oh, guys, too? He must be really gross.
Damn, dude, the pussy is thin tonight.
Yeah, that's when you know you're crazy, dude. Like if you abuse women, that's one thing as a guy. But if you abuse women and dudes, you're a piece of shit. Yeah. I guess both are pieces of shit.
I feel like we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
We got to get to the bottom of this, dude. That was a nice one. You remembered too. You hit the right button, bro. I never hit the right button. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play the fucking X-Files fucking sound. I'm like, shit, wrong one.
Yeah, you know what's funny about Diddy is he's sitting in jail right now, thinking about all the people talking about him on podcasts.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah,
He's having a great time from what I hear.
He probably
he's
gets
got the craziest commissary in the world, I bet.
He probably gets to listen to podcasts, dude. To be honest, bro, I bet prison, like, it might suck, right? You don't want to be getting fucked in the ass and stuff, but it's an easy life.
Yeah.
Like when I got put in jail from like, doing dumb shit, and it like immediately reminded me of like the military. Like they give you food. All you gotta do is make your bed.
How long were you in jail though? Like a weekend, right? You didn't do like a
yeah, I didn't know. Yeah. No, it's definitely. I mean, it'd be way different if you're fucking serving a long time. But if you're a gangster and all your friends are gangsters and you get along with gangsters and they're all in the prison, like. It's just an easier life. You don't have to stress about bills. You don't have to stress about shit. Like it's just like an
Goodfellas
easy.
makes it look awesome.
Yeah, well, I
It's
saw
like getting lobster and shit.
I saw a picture of fucking some dudes in jail the other day, and they had they had a fucking big screen TV playing fucking Xbox, like just like that looks.
I saw
chill, dude.
it's on like Reels or something. A guy he short circuited his the outlet in his cell or something. I don't know how the fuck he did it, but like he cleaned all the paint off of his desk that was in there and short circuited, so the whole thing just turned into a big like flat top, and it was like making eggs and shit.
I saw a video.
Yeah, dude, it could be all right in there.
They took away
Can't be good for you.
They took all the outlets out of the cells because they found out that they had cell phones in there. And they were like, well, they're going to keep getting cell phones. So if they can't charge them, then that's the only way we can get around this. And they fucking, within like 12 hours, dude just took a wire from the exit sign and ran it down the wall. And made it so he could fucking connect something that plugs into a phone and charge that shit. He's like, he's like, this thing charges slow as fuck, but it charges. Like,
that's fucking wild, though. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go. I sometimes have like nightmares of getting arrested and like getting sentenced to go to jail for a long period of time. I think it's my biggest fear is like doing something dumb because I was drunk and horny, and then like next thing I know I'm doing like
now you wake up
2
sober
years
and
in
horny
prison.
in jail.
That was fucked up when I got up, but I did get arrested. So it was when I went out to Utah and I went out there to do comedy, but that's where I got addicted to meth out there a few years before. But I was going back just to like do comedy and meet up with some old friends, and I had a relapse when I was out there. So I ended up fucking smoking the crystal meth. Not proud of it, but then we ran out of crystal meth, and I smoked bath salts.
How'd that go?
Awful. So I freaked out. I thought that like there was a big conspiracy that like around me, like they were all trying to fucking take me or like take my information, or like I had this thought that the ATM at the hotel was like rigged. So because I used my ATM at the hotel, like now they have all my card information and they're gonna like take all my identity and stuff. So I'm like, I gotta get out of Utah. So I start driving home. I was supposed to go to Austin after. I'm like, no, I'm going right back home, and I'm driving. And then I stop at this little gas station in the middle of nowhere, and I started seeing all these white trucks pull up. And so I'm like, oh shit, dude, they're following me. They're all in white trucks. He's got like gangsters and shit all in white trucks. They keep on coming up. I'm like taking down license plates because they're leaving and coming back. And I'm like, there are people following me. I'm telling the people there, I'm like, I got to call. So I ended up calling the police, being like, hey, people are following me. I need help. And the police came and they arrested me because I was a crazy. The reason trucks were coming back and kept on coming back is because there was a crazy person walking around the gas station for hours, and it was a small town in Utah, and I was just bugging out. So all the local people kept on coming back to make sure that like everything was okay, because I'm like fucking bugging out at this fucking gas station in the middle of nowhere, Utah. So I mean, the moral of that story is
don't stop if you're gonna start driving, dude. Just go right through. Make the drive. Don't start.
Don't stop.
Keep driving.
Don't
until
stop.
The meth is gone.
Yeah, when you think people are after you, they're not. Don't worry. Keep on doing what you're doing.
That's the thing that sucks about that though, is that the meth far outlasts a tank of gas. You know, so you have to stop.
You got to stop at some point.
And once you have to face the public, that's when the problems start. I think.
No, it's crazy, dude. I stopped getting high a couple hours before I got arrested. By the time they let me out, a day later, I was still high. Like,
oh, really?
Like my eyes were like still. I fell asleep for like 2 seconds. It was like they were waiting for me to fall asleep. I feel like the second I fell asleep, they called my name and then they got me out of there. Like they were just like they know they didn't need to arrest me. Like they just wanted they wanted to give me the full treatment, put me in the get up, make me do all the things to like. I think they just were trying to be like, this guy needs to feel it. Like he's not a complete piece of shit.
Yeah,
but he needs to feel.
He's also fucking up everyone's trucker schedule. People are missing jobs, so they're trying to check in on this guy. I mean, I guess that's pretty decent of them considering you called the cops on yourself. Like they're like, we should just help this guy out. He's having a bad day. I tried to like fight it in court and stuff, so I got the body cam footage and stuff because I was like, he fucking set me up, man. I was just asking for help. And there's like this scene right before he sits me, I'm cuffed, sits me in the back seat, and I'm there. I'm like,
thanks for the help. And then he shuts the door.
Didn't you get a DUI and apologize for not being able to do the test?
Yep.
Hey guys, I'm really sorry about this.
Yeah, and I didn't find that out. I didn't know that I acted that way until I heard the police report in court. Like I had no idea what I did. Like I just woke up woke up in a jail cell. Like, oh, damn, what the fuck?
That's always.
I think I drove here.
That must have such a good time, like picking the details to put in. Like we have to tell him that he said sorry about the test because that's fucking.
Right, like they knew that was gold. They're like, this guy needs to know that he said that.
And like most cops will do like the whole court report and they won't even like go to court. They have something else going on. Like they don't take the day out to go to court. But when that happens, so like we're gonna get everybody involved here. We had 3 cruisers. They're all coming to court to watch this.
Dude, that's something weird about like when someone's like a drunk, right? And they're like, oh, but he's a nice drunk. It's like, what is that? That means he apologizes when he gets arrested? Like, so he's still a piece of shit.
Hey guys, I'm really sorry. Thanks again for ruining my life. You guys want a beer? Yeah, dude. I've never knock on wood.
You never been arrested?
Never been arrested. I've been pulled over. I did a DUI test for weed. I wasn't even drinking, and I passed. And the fucking cop. First off, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. One of the thing in the test was take your left finger and put it to the tip of your nose. Now stand with your left foot flat on the ground and your right foot, take your heel and point your toes up so your heel's pointed down and keep that 6 inches above the ground. So that's 2 things. Now the next thing while you're doing that is count to 30 seconds.
What they want you to do is they want you to say like, oh, I can't even do that when I'm sober.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're like, oh.
Trying to trip you up.
But, dude, I did that. I passed the thing. I passed the test, but I'm like, all right, 30. And he goes, I just want you to know you're at like 37, 38 seconds. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not a fucking clock, dude.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? But then he's like, yeah, man, like I can tell. I was honest to him. Like he asked me if I've been drinking. I wasn't even 21 yet. And I told him I'm going to pick up food. He's like, well, did you get anything to drink when you were at the restaurant? I was like, nah, man, I'm 20. I wouldn't even be able to. He goes, all right, well, where's the weed? We had just smoked a blunt outside the car, but my dumbass put the fucking half a clip in the cup holder. So he goes, where's the weed? And I was like, right there. So he tells me at the end, he's like, you were really honest with me, so that's good for you. I can tell you're under the influence, but you're not, like, you're good to drive. So I'm just going to, and I was in a town over from my house, and to get from that town, or a town over from my town, and to get from one to the other, you have to go across a bridge, and then you're in the other town. And I'm like on the street about to take a left to the bridge. He's like, I'm going to follow you out till you hit the bridge, and then it's Windsor Locks' problem. Yeah. He goes, but first, before we do that, you're going to take that half a joint, which in my mind, I was immediately want to be like, it's a blunt. But so I got to take that joint and stomp it out in front of me, all right? Like, I'm going to be like, nah, dude, I passed your tests. Like, I'm taking my weed home. And me being an idiot, I've never said this before, and it's not in my vocabulary. Now it is because of this story. My buddy was sitting in this passenger seat when this is happening. I go and grab the blunt. I'm like, where is that bad daddy? He starts laughing wicked hard. The cop was not amused. And, I skedaddled out of there. All this to get his fucking girlfriend food, which I don't even think she ended up eating. So
that bitch. I do like bad daddy. I'm gonna start calling a lot of things bad daddy. That is good. Yeah, but you know what's funny about that is like, so back to when I got arrested that time, like you had the joint right there. So like, I think I would have gotten away with it because I told him what I did, the police officer at the gas station. And but he's like, all right, do you have any other like drugs in the car? And I was like, all right. So I found like a little bit of extra like the meth and the pipe, and I was like, this is what I have. Like this,
like, let me give
it away. Yeah. And then he was like, okay, that's fine. He's like, I know you had that. Like that's absolutely okay. We'll get you to a hospital or something. And then he's like, I need to search your car though. So I'm like, all right, you search the rest of it, no big deal. But like, I was so freaked out and panicked at the situation, I forgot I had mushrooms, I had LSD, I had a road trip's worth of drugs, and he like kept on being like,
I thought you were just talking about the bad ones.
yeah. It was actually so he found the Adderall. He's like, Adderall, you prescribed to this? It's like, nope, that is unprescribed Adderall. Yeah. And he's like, weed? He's like, oh, yep, forgot about that. Thank you. And then I'm about to get into the police car, and he's like, just check your wallet, make sure you don't have anything on you. So I go through my fucking wallet. I'm like, oh man, here's some acid. And it just like it was
the most easily to hide drug.
I mean, like the shame of it is just like I lost like fucking $700 worth of drugs. And then I had to drive from Utah back to Connecticut without my drugs.
I was gonna say, do they just like do you up in court real quick, like the next day? They have your whole thing that day or that week?
I didn't know. I got a court day. I did my court online after the fact.
Cool.
Yeah.
You ever see that video where this dude's doing court online and immediately gets fucking shut down? I think gets held in contempt because he signs in and his whatever it is, the fucking screen name is the judge sees his name. He goes, excuse me, are you the plaintiff or whatever? He goes, yeah. He goes, well, your name's not Buttfucker 3000. And the guy's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. He goes, how did you not know? We were sitting in a lobby for 20 minutes. He's like, this is unbelievable. And he just shuts the case down. He's like, you're in contempt. We're going to come back tomorrow. And yeah, that's a good way to fuck up.
That is hilarious.
You just got to change his name to Buttfucker 3000 real quick. It'll be all right.
Imagine if your legal name was Buttfucker 3000. You better be.
Dude, imagine finding
butts.
out there's 2,999 of those before you get to 3,000.
Oh, there's definitely more than buttfuckers than that in this world. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, there's a couple in me.
Well, shit, man. Let's take a quick little fucking halfway break, and we'll be back. You guys won't notice a thing. Back in the motherfucking building. That's right. Have you guys? What about Ray? Have you ever had like a what do you call it? Like a ghost or like a supernatural type of experience?
Yeah, but then we found out when we weren't drunk and high that it was just the ice machine in the basement. I kind of gave that one away there. But I was working late night one bartending, and it sounded like people breaking like pool balls upstairs. We're like, "What is that?" You know, we went up there like, "Oh, there was nothing." We're like freaking out about it. And then came back to work when I was sober. And I'm like setting up the bar in the morning, and I heard the same exact sound. It was just the ice machine in the basement.
Like,
These fuckers are breaking pool balls again.
Yeah.
So no.
Isn't that like so funny when like if you like take mushrooms or like a psychedelic or something and like you hang out at a space and like over the trip you're like, oh my god, look how amazing this piece of grass is, and then you wake up the next morning you're like, it's fucking grass.
I don't know. Everything is pretty cool. You just kind of realize it when you're on mushrooms, I guess. You know, it's pretty wild that like everything is the way that it is. You know?
Yeah. I know.
I was convinced last time I took my son had he had a friend staying over.
You guys took a bunch of mushrooms together, dude.
I didn't.
Fucking best dad ever.
The day he told his kid Santa's not real.
I didn't feel like drinking and I didn't feel like smoking, but I had a couple mushrooms and I was like, I'll take one. You know, I'll take one, take the edge off, you know, and it ended up tripping my fucking balls off. So I'm like out, but they got a kid out in the backyard. We had like a fire going, and the kids went in and it started kicking in. I'm like, well, it looks like I'm not going inside for the rest of the night, you know? So just hung out in the backyard. Yeah, my wife's in there like, are you going to come in? I could use some help with this. I'm like, I'm fucking talking to God out here, lady.
Yeah.
Have to chill. But yeah, I was convinced that like every time that I had my shoes off and every time I put my feet on the floor, I could talk to dead people.
Oh, what did they say?
I don't know.
Hey, Ray, you're dying.
We live kind of close to like a super old cemetery. And like like the mycelium go for like miles. So I was convinced. I'm like, the mushrooms are in me. So when I touch the ground, I could talk to dead people.
You ever been in
That
a
makes
cemetery
sense.
tripping?
Huh?
You ever been on mushrooms in a cemetery?
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
Fucking not.
That sounds like a great idea.
It's awesome.
It wasn't sketchy that we were at the cemetery. What was sketchy was that right around the corner from the cemetery is the police station. So we're like sitting in the cemetery and like every fucking 2 seconds we're looking. Is that a cop? No. All right, cool. Is that a cop? No. All right, cool. And I don't know, but people used to fuck at that cemetery all the time. So that
Did you fuck in the cemetery? I never fucked in a cemetery.
At the cemetery.
But
I got close, but my girlfriend used to live like right across the street from that, and we got close. Never did. I didn't feel right about fucking at a. Oh, wait a minute. I might have fucked at the cemetery.
Oh no!
On one of the huge, like one of those huge like tombs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I remember.
How old was he?
Listen, we were both young, and it was consent. The dead guy did not like it, but fucking.
Well, at least he had
It seems a little disrespectful. You know?
Do you guys think?
I didn't feel good about it, to be honest.
That's it. There was one of the smoking spots. You know, when you're a kid, you have all the different smoking spots to go to.
Yeah.
One of ours was, we'd call it Dickman, and we would just go.
Dickman.
We'd go to the cemetery and smoke right in front of this guy's grave. That was just a huge headstone that was just said Dickman on it. We're like,
My dad.
that's a little disrespectful too.
Is it though? I don't know. They're dead. They don't care.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing we do with the cemeteries, I think.
That's true.
Yeah. Hanging out in a cemetery is not a good look anyway. It's not.
No? What kind of stereotypes come along with people that hang out at cemeteries?
I don't fucking grave diggers.
Grave diggers, people that obviously fuck.
Necrophiliacs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
necrophiliacs. Yeah.
Black nail polish.
My dad, speaking of smoking spots, my dad grew up in the town that I grew up in, and he was doing what we were doing, but in like 70s, like late 70s, early 80s, and we were talking about smoking one day. And I was like, yeah, my high school there's a bunch of woods around it, but the parking lot's like level is so much higher. To get to the woods, you have to go down like some steep ass hill, and then it flattens out, and you get into the woods, it goes down more. And one section of it, you get down, and there's this tree that's just fell over. It's just like fucking huge, wicked long tree. So we used to just line up like 10 people, sit on that. We would smoke at the log. That's what we used to call it. And I brought that up to my dad once. And he's like, "Oh yeah, the log." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, we used to smoke at the log." I was like,
"Oh, no
when?"
shit.
He's like, "Oh, well, I was like 16, 17. I was like, down at the bottom. He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's been there for fucking 45 years." He goes, "Oh yeah." He's like, "That was there long before I was there."
Fucking
Like, that is
badass.
insane, dude. My dad used to fucking. I mean, our house, you could see when it's like wintertime, like this time out, and all the trees are bare. You can see through the woods. You could see my house where my dad grew up. So he would walk into school at fucking 8 in the morning. His routine he would buy weed after school, roll like 60 joints and sell them he used to get a quarter pound for $40, sell 60 joints for $1 each, walk into school at 7, sell them all before 8, leave, and him and a bunch of friends would just go to the bleachers in the middle of the football field and get high when everybody else is at school. So they used to just chase them out of there. The teachers would come out, and they would all run up into the woods, and then the fucking teachers would go back, and they would all just come back. It was cat and mouse. They would just do it back and forth.
That's dope.
There was like a resource officer that came to school on a moped, and the fucking the principal.
That screams authority right there.
The principal.
Oh yeah, do you see a badge on a moped? You don't fuck around.
There's a path that goes down because around the football field is a track, like a running track, and there's a path just a dirt path that goes from the parking lot down to that. And they'd be sitting at the bleachers, and they'd be like, "Oh shit, here he comes!" And the principal would be driving the scooter down the fucking hill trying to catch him. And the worst thing is, my dad, they would all take off and run, but my dad would wear the same denim jacket every day that had a fat, huge gold stitched pot leaf on the back. So they'd be like, "Terry, why you're running away? We know who you are. You wear the same thing." And he would get to school wicked late, and the principal would be like, "Dude, we can see your house. You have to roll out of bed, and you're at school. Why are you late every fucking day?" Yeah, he would walk into school, walk out. He'd walk through the front door, sell a bunch of weed, walk out the back, and then just go pick up weed and start rolling joints for the day for tomorrow.
How old's your dad?
He's gonna be 61 in April.
Dude, I want to meet your dad. He sounds like he sounds like a fucking cool dude. Were you guys big smokers during school? Did you smoke before class and stuff like that when you were in high school?
I used to. Before they had these weed pens, they had a little globe. They called it the Gorilla Globe. It was a glass top that with a carb on it, so you could take like a huge.
They had pens when you were in high school.
So it was like you put an actual
it was like
wax dab
like a vaporizer, right?
Yeah, you put like an actual wax dab.
Oh yeah.
And it had like this little ceramic thing, and you're like hitting a rig, like it's an actual dab. I used to rip that at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning because I lived so close to school. And I would go into school. One day, a teacher looked at me as I just walked in. She was like, "Really, Chad?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "You look tired today." And I was like, "Yeah, I am." I was like, "I slept through my alarm. I'm freaking out." I was like, "Oh shit, she knows I'm wicked high." And I have her like in 2 hours. So I go back into her class when I'm supposed to be there. And she's like, "How you feeling now?" I was like, "Huh." It's like I could go home again. Because I used to just leave and smoke weed and come back. It's really cool of her not to rat me out.
I remember I was super stoned in a class, like a history class or whatever, and we were talking. I got asked a question, and they're like, "What was one of the biggest inventions of this time period?" And I was like, "The cottonmouth gin." My teacher's like, "Kev, put your head back down," because I think he called on me because I was sleeping in class, and then he called back on me, and I was like, "That was my answer." You know what's interesting though? I find interesting about my experience in high school is I do not remember any teacher. Like some people have these great like experiences, like oh this teacher fucking was so motivating, but I never had a teacher like that in my entire life.
I didn't really go to school. all that
What
much.
kind of person were you in high school?
I was really into cough medicine, you know.
Oh, dude, we used to get down. We used to get down on Coricidin.
Fucking yeah.
Eat like 20 Coricidin pills.
Dude, I've never been more fucked up in my life.
who's
than
coming in?
Oh, yeah.
eating fucking.
Ian.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, now I gotta cut that out.
No, keep it going.
You ever done
No,
Dramamine?
keep it going. We'll keep what?
Take too many Dramamine pills.
Oh,
Dramamine pills.
It's a wild time. I'll tell you what.
Oh shit, dude!
know what?
Colin's in the building. Come sit down, Colin. Finish it. Come on. Okay, come on.
I'm
The tail end.
guessing high school, you were just huge, lengthy Ray Kosker still. You know what I loved about all the super tall kids I knew in high school? They always took like pills and cough medicine. So the people that are the most obvious walking around all fucked up are the tall guys in
Yeah.
school that are just like, "Ugh, fuck
Like,
it."
I remember I came into school one time after we smoked. My eyes were bloodshot red. And my math teacher goes, "Oh, hey Ray, your eyes are red. I didn't realize you were on the swim team." I'm like, yeah, just join, man.
Did you have a nickname on the swim team?
Yeah, gay Kosker.
Gay Kosker. Holy shit! Who just fucking hopped in here? My good old friend, comedian, used to be from Connecticut, moved out to Austin. Colin Canterbury, everybody.
What is this place?
It's a fucking dungeon, dude.
I
the last
thought
place
Ian
you're ever
lived
gonna
in
see.
here.
What do you
or
feel?
something.
What do you? I am gonna move in, but what do you
For
think?
real?
What do you think of it?
This place is cool, dude. I don't know. I just like exposed brick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me
This
too,
is
bro.
sick.
Brick is
This
fucking.
looks like the place that they would torture somebody in the
You're gonna live
Sopranos.
here?
Like,
Yeah,
With
yeah,
like
yeah.
a space heater, I hope.
I
Right?
was gonna say, is that too neat?
You'll see the heater. You'll see the heater that I'm
Yeah,
using
no,
right
this
now.
is tough, dude. This is where I'd want to live if you know what I mean.
No, it's cool. I'm gonna do comedy
Dude,
shows
set
in
your
here and stuff.
expectations higher.
That's sick.
Get Nick James out here.
I was asking,
dude.
Move him back
since it's
here.
the
He doesn't have a
Christmas.
car. It's gonna walk back.
Is he not coming back for the holidays?
No, dude, his fucking family hates him. He's
They're like,
fucking-
yo, stop going.
He's
I killed
30. He's
Tony.
not getting any gifts. Dude.
Who is this?
Nick, dude. Nick James, bitch.
He's not coming back.
Nah, dude.
That's fucked up.
No, he had sex with a black woman last night in my car. He said he wore one of my wife's beaters.
So his family disowned him for it.
Nah,
Good luck.
dude, women from different countries love Nick. That's like his only type.
Really?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you don't grasp the language, it's the only way you're gonna be like, this guy's got something to say. Like,
How's your life with the women going out there in Austin?
It's good, dude. It's good, but it's either I run through them or they run through me. You know what I mean? It sucks.
Is your dick okay?
Yeah, I'm on Blue Chews now, so it's good. It's good.
Shout out Blues Chew. Fucking like and subscribe.
Yeah. I got 2 in my backpack just in case. You know what I mean, dude?
yeah.
Really? Oh yeah,
Because
dude.
anything could happen here.
Dude, I'm with you though, bro.
What are those things all about? They just give you a boner? Is that about it?
Yeah, it's like you can't. The last time I used it is because like you know when you do coke and you like can't get your dick up. I chewed half one up and then I could get enough to like unsatisfy
It's just
her.
like immediately.
You know what I mean? No, it's pretty quick. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do a line of
45
blue
minutes.
Not gonna
with a
snort.
line
You
of
just
coke.
chew it,
Nah,
dude.
dude,
You just snort it.
I came across a few months ago. I came across these gas station boner pills. I mean, whoa, buddy,
yeah.
you talking about getting a
top
hard
of
on?
Well,
They're
dude,
fucking some pussy.
well, they're like doctor prescribed. It's like 5 questions, and I got 18 for the price of 6. You know what I mean? I got 3 months.
They're doctor prescribed.
Yeah, you just like do a little thing. It's like, can you go up a flight of stairs in under a minute? It's like shit like
Do you
that.
get
so-
boners?
how many
Do you want
stairs?
boners?
So how much are they?
I think I paid like $29 for 3 months or something like that. So 18 of them, something like it was a good deal.
Interesting.
Shipping included.
Interesting. Very, very
Did
interesting.
you use the promo code Kill Tony?
I use some promo code, but I don't know what I use. That's how I got 2 months free.
Are you signing up a lot for Kill Tony?
Not enough. When I get back, I'm gonna start doing it like every Monday. That you just have to like sitting in the fucking bullpen waiting for the king
You're
to call
sitting
you.
across the street, aren't you?
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Well, it doesn't suck as bad as here because it's like 70 there. So
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think coming from here in Connecticut? Do you think going to Austin? Do you think there is? Do you think it was a good decision? Like, there's way more opportunity.
Yeah,
you have to
dude.
do way more comedy and stuff.
yeah, I mean, well, the first mic starts at 4 and the last
Yeah.
mic runs till like 2 in the morning. So you can
every night, pretty much.
yeah, you
right?
can hit. Granted, most of the mics you're doing are only like 4 minutes, 4 minute sets, but you can
Still,
But you can
people
do
are
like fucking 20, 30 minutes in a night if you really wanted to.
That's
and then you
dope.
just hang. You hang and then you get into all the clubs. That's what I
That's
took me to
dope.
learn.
Are there good like turnouts? You guys get people with the mics and shit?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Not really. The mics fucking suck, dude. The mics suck.
I know. I didn't. I mean,
just
that's
more of 'em.
That's what I talk about. I think that's the one thing we do have going for us in Connecticut. Like, you go to New York, you go to Austin, you go to the mics. That's whatever you get. You can do more.
Yeah.
But the quality of the work that you can get done at a Connecticut mic, because like you actually get people
Yeah.
to like try to make laugh.
Yeah, there'll actually be people at Roma's when you go on Wednesday with Mo Green.
Right? No, exactly.
mean?
Like the open mics in New York and the open mics in Austin. I'm sure it's just it's just comics. Yeah. So it's just like you don't get as much work done.
I'm happy if there's one real person listening.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know?
Oh, dude, I will motivate. Like, dude, if I'm like at an open mic and there's one person there that I've never seen before, like that's all the that's all the motivation I need.
Come here.
I'm gonna tell you my jokes. No,
Did you check your audio last night? Everything record well?
Yeah.
Okay, word. I
Yep.
was making sure.
Yeah, it was good. I checked it out. It was awesome, man. I'm so stoked about that. Like, that was a cool,
Yeah.
fun thing to do.
I was happy to get fucking tape there too.
I was very happy, and like I would have loved to give you a guest spot, but
Don't worry about it, man.
it worked out perfect the way it was. Like, one more comic would have been too much. Like
Yeah,
they were primed and ready when I got on stage.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, Emily made that fat dude fall out of his chair.
I know.
Yeah, dude.
Emily was trying to fuck those
Forgot about
dudes.
that. Every single one of them.
Hey.
No.
You see her Instagram stories, looks like she needs dick, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on!
God.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You fucking
A fart?
That was a fart. That was a fart. We got a few sound effects in there. You ever have a supernatural experience?
Yeah. Is that what we're talking about? Yeah. I
No,
did.
we're talking about we don't have a goal. There's
Okay.
no
Yeah, the last
direction
time
here.
I did, the second to last time I did acid, it'd be like astral projected to the fifth dimension, and like a fucking portal opened, and a demon took over my friend, and God came into my body, and it was like, you ever play Grand Theft Auto, and like both you guys are playing, but only one person has control of the car.
Yeah.
That's like fucking. It was like that. God was in my mind, like he was controlling me, but I was like in the back, and I could like feel the thoughts that God was, and it's like
You're in first
global
person,
consciousness
just like,
and all
hey,
that
God,
stuff.
look over, and you're just flipping them off.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Well,
You were saying you've been down with the JC lately. That's what you
Yeah,
were
my
saying
Lord and
last night?
Savior, dude. Jesus
Oh my God,
Christ.
you're going to church, aren't you?
Yeah.
What do you think
Going
of
to
this,
black
Ray?
churches?
What do you think
Not
about
yet.
Jesus
I need a
Christ?
black woman first.
Every once in a while, I'm like, you know what, church might be fun because they like have to be your friend, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, there's like a sense of community there. That's cool.
I just want to hang out in like the youth center because they got pinball machines, dude.
How much do you think?
pedophile.
I'd like to get a pinball. How much do pinball machines go for these days? What's
They're
the
a couple
going rate?
grand.
Couple
Yeah.
grand?
Yeah.
Ray,
That's
just
not-
convince your kid.
Yeah, you could either
need
live here or
pinball
get a
machine.
pinball.
Yeah, I don't
machine.
You need a pinball
Santa's
machine.
not
dude.
buying a fucking
I got a dartboard. I got a dartboard.
So is this like collective? You guys all share this space, I'm assuming?
No, this is all me, baby.
Okay.
But Ian's helped out quite a bit. All these microphones are Ian's microphones. So,
Thanks,
I built
buddy.
the floor.
he's been, Andy helped me build those. Yeah, no, me and Ian are kind of we're working together here and helping each other out. It's been great. So shout out Ian Carr and Sensitive Teeth Podcast for that.
You tried the sandwich? I brought him a sandwich.
What kind of what kind of thing?
Fucking, it's a fresh Italian loaf, cherry peppers, arugula that I tossed in like olive oil, lemon juice, salt and pepper, and then chicken cutlet, Parmesan cheese, prosciutto, balsamic glaze.
Did you make the sandwich?
Yeah. Made the
What are you, a
bread.
little
so-
sandwich
Sandwich man,
guy?
huh?
Dude, I'm starting to make cooking videos. I did it with the fucking GoPro on earlier. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
Shit's getting
And it's just me and my mom calling my brother gay.
What kind of things? Ray? What's your favorite thing to cook? You a cooker? You could grill man?
I used to be like, yeah. Now that I have to like do it to survive, you know, I don't really like that all that much. But I used to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel like I used to enjoy cooking too, but yeah, like I never have the time.
You have to do it every fucking day.
Like I can cook, but I never have the fucking time, dude. What do you cook? Fucking mac and cheese and chicken nuggets?
Fucking cook a nice gas bill going to get fucking fast food in restaurants every single night.
I'm
what
a
I
big
do.
soup man.
Yeah, dude. I'm
Yeah.
on food stamps, so I love to cook. I got plenty
That's
of time on food
insane that
stamps.
you're on food stamps, dude. That is
Yeah, they
absolutely
were
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me weed. Suck on my ass, could you suck me, could you touch me? Suck on my ass, would you touch me, could you touch me? Suck on my ass to touch me, okay baby, no, baby, no. Would you really like to suck my ass? Suck on my ass, could you touch me there, baby, no. Suck on my ass, could you touch me there, baby, no. Would you touch me there, baby, no. Baby, should you suck on my ass? Could you really, really suck on my ass? Suck on my ass, suck on me, baby, no. Suck on my ass, could you touch me there, baby, no. Suck on my ass, baby, no, 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 don't touch me there. Suck on my ass, suck on me now, don't touch me now, no, 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 baby, no, 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 never, never, no, 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 no. Would you really love to touch me, yeah, could you never really touch me, yeah, would you really love to suck on my ass?